Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on third gen content. If you've checked out our Facebook page, we always post stuff on there a little early of what we are getting ready to do. So these are rubber door seals from Rubber the Right Way. They sent us the front ones out, which I really liked, and these are also the rear ones. So like I said, if you haven't checked our Facebook post out about these, check it out, and also check out their website, which is right there. Like I said before, this company has been in business for over 30 years making rubber door seals for American vehicles, clear back to like 1930. So really good stuff. I really like these, and the front door seals made a really big difference. So I'm curious to see how much quieter it is with the rear ones put in. So let me show you why we are going to go ahead and replace this. Give me just a second to open this one package up, and I'll show you the difference between this and the rear ones. Okay, so I went ahead and opened the other one. Just so you know, this is the rear one. Of course, these will be different for the non-mega cabs and mega cabs. I'm also going to show you their business card they sent me. So I'm gonna leave this up just for a second. If you need to pause it, there's their phone number, there's the email, obviously the website. If you guys have any questions or anything about any of their products, feel free to reach out to them. They're really nice people to work with. But we're gonna get back into the video. So basically what happens is, after a while, these rubber door seals become brittle and they become flat. And when they're no longer squishy like that, that's when you can get water and stuff into the truck. And not only water, but it also wind noise. So like up here, you can see there's no movement at all. So actually these might be a little worse than the front ones. So these are completely flat. The only spot that actually has a little bit is right there. And it's not even half of what the new ones have. So we're gonna get into the removal of these. I'm going to try to do what I did before and minimize how much stuff I have to remove. I don't know if I'm gonna have to remove these. It kind of looks like I'm almost gonna have to. So these might require this. Up here's fine, here's fine. And of course, I don't know how far I need to remove back there, but this probably will pop out enough. The only thing I'm worried about is the grab handle for back here. So give me just a second to set this up. I'll set you guys up on time lapse, and we'll see how much of this I have to actually remove. Okay, so as you can tell, it is completely removed. The rears are just a little bit harder because there's more plastic to remove. The split was right there on the B pillar. So I think what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna lay this one out on the floor and the other one to see if there's any kind of length difference like the front. And we may have to trim just a little bit off these, but once it's cut, we're gonna go ahead and work our way back around. Of course, for like any of the corners, you're gonna really have to work it in to make sure that it's tucked into the corner. So same thing with this. Like I said, guys, this stuff is really quality, and the best part is it's all made in the USA, but it looks exactly the same. It's just better. There's like a metal, I don't know what you want to call it, a metal rib that's inside this. This is kind of what forms it to the shape that it is. So let me get the other one set up real quick. We're gonna see if there's any kind of difference, and I'm probably gonna have to cut this one just because there's more plastic. I didn't have to actually remove anything, and I used the pry tool that they actually provided for me to go ahead and remove, I don't want to say remove, but pop up the plastic out of the groove. So once it's set in there, all the plastic kind of rides in this groove right here, and that's what kind of keeps everything set into place. So let me get this set up and we'll start working on it. Okay, so I'm not sure how hard this is going to be to see, but you can kind of see like a little bit of a dirt mark. So this bottom pillar on my truck is where the factory seam was for this seal. So that's what we're gonna kind of do to this one. I'm going to go ahead and set this back up on, I did see that while I was here. That part's not ideal, but this truck doesn't get driven in the winter. So other than that though, everything else, floors are mint. Just a little bit of surface rust there. But anyway, I'm going to set you guys back up onto a time lapse, and we're gonna go ahead and work this around. I'm gonna do a time to see how fast I can get this in while it's still being done the right way. So I'm gonna say maybe 10 minutes of working this around. They're not hard to do, it's just all this plastic's in the way. Okay, so this one is definitely taking a little bit longer because of the B pillar. I'm trying not to remove everything. I did have to remove the handle. It's two 10 millimeter bolts. Once you get this rolling, it's pretty easy though, but you'll just want to make sure. I need to still work on it down through here, but the reason I actually paused it off time lapse is I want to show you this corner. So I want to show you basically, let me get it halfway set up here, and I'll show you how to get it tucked into the corner. I always use like the palm of my hand to push it up in there, because like I said, this metal piece that goes in there kinda is what holds the shape of it. So once you get it up in there, it's not such a bad deal. And once you get this rolling, it's pretty easy. So down that side, down along the bottom, it's just right in there, which is not fun to do. So let me get this set up just a little bit more, and I'll show you how to make sure that it's tucked into the corners. All right, so I have this set up. So I want to show you up here, not just how it fits, but also the quality of it. So you'll be able to see how everything is. So this is what I do whenever I get to the corner. And the nice part is if you don't, if it's not perfect, that's why I said don't go too far forward. But when you get to points like here, make sure that everything's okay. It all lines up. And then same way with this corner, feels okay. But you can see how much more this has to offer as far as the seal goes. This is why all the road noise up front stopped as well. Didn't realize mine was as bad as it was, but it's really nice, and it's really, like the rubber is still really, I guess, supple, if you want to call it. I did notice with the front doors that it does take just a little bit more force. I'm sure after a while, once these wear down, you won't have to put as much effort in, but at least you know it's sealing right. So, but yeah, when you get to this point, you're just gonna have to work your way around. I think this corner, before I get any further, this one looks perfect. Looks like the rubber seal folded down behind there, which I wanna fix here in a minute, but I wanna make sure, no, actually it's really good. Yeah, it's seated. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure everything's around. I may have to run something along up here, because you'll be able to see right there. Make sure that the rubber door seal is sticking out. That way no water or anything runs behind it. So let me get you guys set back up on time lapse, and we'll finish this up real quick. I'm not gonna do the passenger side on film. It's pretty much the same as this. I'm gonna have the same struggle with the B-pillar plastic, which is not the company's fault. It's just how this truck's put together. So I'm gonna finish that, and then I'll show you the complete finished product before I put all the plastic back, and then I'll show you what the plastic looks like once it's like back in this groove and everything. Really happy with it. Can't wait for this to be finished. And then, yeah, so give me a few seconds. I'll get you set up on time lapse, and we'll finish this up. Okay, so this piece here, the plastic, not the rubber, this piece here and this piece here are going to be what's going to fight you at the back cab. Maybe with a mega cab, with there being a little bit more space, you may not have that issue, but a few spots I need to kind of fold the rubber out just a little bit. But look how nice that is. Look how much give there is. This is gonna stop wind noise, rain, everything else. So all the corners look really nice around the cab. Like I said, a few little spots like right, oop, my finger's in the way, like right there. Can't even really tell on camera, but I could tell in person. Down through there is nice, down through the corner, fits the contour, fits everything really, really nice. So let me put you guys back on time lapse to fight this last piece. I'll be honest, I don't know if it would have been worth it just to remove some of these pieces, but I don't know how deep you got to dig to get to some of these. Like I'm sure with the B pillar, it's probably just a seat belt, and then I'm sure there's like a screw on the front side there, and then it might just snap out. I don't know. I'm trying not to do that. I also didn't want to trim. I'm just going to wait until it actually, till I fish it all the way through, and then I'll have to trim just a little bit like we did for the front. So let me finish this up real quick. I'm gonna put you on time lapse. It took just a little bit longer to fight with the bottom part there. So I'm probably maybe 15 minutes deep. If you're doing other projects where you have to remove plastic, I highly recommend this is probably it. I should have probably did this when I didn't have the seats in it, when I did the Laramie swap. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but here we are. So I'm gonna finish this up, set you guys up on time lapse, and finish this video up. Okay, so we are almost done. I'm ready to the point of where I'll have to trim just a little bit of the rubber. I caved. I finally took the pillar off there. There's a plastic cover that goes over top of the seatbelt head. That piece right there. Just get a pry tool behind it. It is a T50. There's blue Loctite on it. And all it does is up here snaps into place, and then down here, you don't even have to unsnap the front side, but by doing that, sorry for the really close-up angle, but look how much more room it gives you that I'm able to get that down in there. So I guess I'm gonna repeat that process on the other side. It's not worth smashing your fingers up, especially if it's just a second and you can take the seatbelt down. So let me finish this up real quick, and then I'll show you what everything looks like snap back into the rubber groove. All right, so I did end up unsnapping that other piece, but as you can tell, it all sits nice and flush now. That's what I need. I couldn't get this corner piece without removing some of that plastic trim, and for real, it made things 2 seconds and I was finished. So I should have did that to begin with. Just need to trim a little bit of excess, and then we'll snap everything back in, screw that in, and we're pretty much done on this install. So really happy with it. All right, guys, we are completely done. I still got to put the seatbelt up, but that's whatever. I can do that on my own time. So like I said, all the plastic needs to ride down in there. You literally can't even tell that I was here. There's the splice in the same spot that the other one was. It molds to the cab really, really nice. And this is what I mean about the door. So I guess you're just I'm used to closing the door with the old worn out rubber seals. So well, as you can tell, it didn't close all the way. So you do got to put a little more force into it, which is good, because that means everything is sealed up real, real nicely. So, but that's it for this video. If you guys have any other vehicles, you know, they do a lot of American vehicles. Check out their website. It's www.rubbertherightway. I really appreciate those sending us both the front and the rear ones out. Zero complaints about these. So, you know, they have other stuff other than rubber door seals. Depends on the vehicle that you have. These are just the two parts that I needed. So check them out, really good dudes to work with. And check out their Facebook. They also have a YouTube channel. Check that out. Like their Facebook, follow them on YouTube. It's free to do, it just takes a second. So if you guys watch up to this point, thanks for watching. And of course, like, share, and subscribe to our videos as well. It really helps us out. We're able to do stuff like the second gen swap that's coming to this. So thanks again for watching the video, and stay tuned for more Cummins content, hopefully soon. So bonus part of the video, I went ahead and contacted, I know this doesn't pertain to this video. This is the Cummins content that I was talking about. I went ahead and contacted AGP, and they ship directly from Steed Speed. So the manifold that I purchased for this truck is on its way. Apparently, I guess the fault lies with Steed and AGP. Steed should have sent me an email, and AGP should have also sent me the tracking for that. I had to reach out to them to see where the manifold was. I didn't know what was going on with it. However, apparently they've tried to get a hold of me twice, or FedEx tried to deliver twice, and it is a signature required, which is, I'm not saying the Steed Speed manifold isn't expensive. If you know what they are, you know how much they are, but the rest of the turbo kit costs more than that, and I never had to sign for it. So I'm a little irritated that I've had to go out of my way for this manifold. So in order to not miss it, I had it shipped to a location that's near my house that I have to go actually pick up, hopefully on Monday. So manifold, I should have the manifold here. I'll be excited about it. And then once we get it all set up, of course, I have the EGT probe that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. We're gonna do a couple other things with this turbo kit and stuff, like I said before, but just a bonus part, I wanted to throw that in there about the manifold to keep you guys updated. So like I said, thanks again for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our video, and like and follow Rubber the Right Way on Facebook and YouTube.